Hey designers, have you ever wondered how to get out of the never-ending revision loop? Folks, I've been stuck on revision 99 and I believe it's pretty much a running joke in many agencies as to what revision did you finally get client sign off. It can feel like a never-ending hamster wheel when you're waiting for clients to finally rubber stamp the amazing design that you've done. Perhaps even they've completely ruined the amazing design you've done because of all the revisions they've kept requesting. In this video, we're going to unpack how to beat that revision cycle and get buy-in from your customers. Hey, my name is Mathew Jackson. I'm the host of the Trailblazer FM podcast and Cloudways Maverick. Today, let's look at the tools you need to be able to get that buy-in from your clients from day one and get your designs signed off either first time or at least in single digits. For our agency, the answer was to wireframe. Before, we were always stuck in those never-ending revision cycles, both for websites but also for print. This, of course, was a waste of time, of money, and of effort. It was extremely frustrating. The confidence that our clients would have in us would become eroded over time, and you can imagine this pretty much ruined relationships. Either the client ended up hating us or we ended up hating the client. When we started to introduce wireframes into the mix, everything changed. By using wireframes, we were able to show the client what they would be getting. This gave them clarity and gave us all focus. It saved loads of time and loads of effort because we already knew where things were going to go, at least positionally, before we did the artwork. With these wireframes, our customers' expectations were managed and they understood how things were going to pan out. And by bringing them into the wireframing process early before the designs, we were getting that all-important client buy-in and stakeholder ownership. In a previous video, I talk about the importance of prototyping. So go ahead and check that out. It's going to appear somewhere on the screen, or at least it will be a link down below. Being able to lay out the wireframe of, say, a brochure or of a website allows you to quickly and easily visualize all of the information design, show that to the client, make any necessary amends quickly and easily, either on paper or in an easy to use tool, and then get their sign off on that. Once you then go into the design phase, you are following the roadmap, as it were, or the plan of the wireframe. So if a client asks for things to be a lot bigger or to rearrange the information, this allows you to say to the client, sure, if you want to make a change, that's absolutely fine. But as per the project, you've signed off the initial wireframes. This is a change control and we're going to need to revisit the wireframes, adjust, get them signed off, and then get back into this design process. This is allowing us to manage customer expectations, keep their imaginations in check, because I'm afraid they're going to need to be, and it ensures that we reduce those revision numbers. Heck, our highest revision count nowadays is 3. And that seems high. So let's take a look at 3 tools that you could use, and they're all free. So the first free, or should I say very low cost tool, is a pen and a piece of paper. Yes, I just dropped the pen, but let's keep that in. As you can see from this, it's a very simple wireframe, potentially oversimplified for this example, but you, with your pen and paper, can very easily lay out with your client the structure of your brochure, your design, your website. If you're together, it can be a very collaborative effort. There's no tech that's needed here. This is a pen and paper. And if you're online, you can simply scan and send them across and ask for some feedback. Super easy, low barrier to entry with regards to cost and skill. The only skill you need is, just being able to do a little bit better than that, probably. I'm quite proud of it. I'm going to put that in the fridge. On to the next tool. The next tool is from Google. It's a simple drawing application, although you could alternatively use PowerPoint or Google Presentation, or hey, even Microsoft Paint. The idea is you're using a really simple tool to put your blocks on screen, of which you can then send to your client for review. Here is a little example. I've already created some block elements. I did those through the shapes tool. There's a whole load of shapes in here available. I've added in some text. I could, of course, insert imagery or anything else really to enhance the wireframe or to give as much information as possible to the client. The reason we're showing you Google Draw in particular is you can share this link with the client and they can then click on items and comment and provide feedback so you can make necessary adjustments. Once it's been signed off, you can then publish that as, say, a PDF to say these are the final wireframes for this particular project, and we're going to move now into the next phase. Just as an example to show how easy this is to use, we're going to use the select tool. We're going to click on the logo here. I'm going to press Control C, Control V, and then drag that element down. And you can see here we've got some tools, snap tools or guides to show us where we're placing elements and if they are in line with particular objects, which is really useful. I might then replace this with the word banner. So you get the idea, very simple and easy to use, low technical barrier to entry, but also free, which is cool. The final tool is called Freehand, and this is from InVision app. This, I guess, is still simple and easy to use, still free, but is specifically focused on creating wireframes and prototypes. You can see here we have the speaker management that we're currently laying out for an up-and-coming design we're doing. If we zoom in, you can see we've used different blocks and icons, and everything could be dragged and dropped very easily. We have our toolbar down here across the bottom to be able to create elements, or we can simply use the copy and paste tool to copy elements and move them around. We've gotten a little bit more complex because we've started pointing to what goes where and extra labeling and notes. The other cool feature though up here is you can see that all of our colleagues are in on this and are collaborating. So we're all working on this together to create the wireframe. This can also then be shared with our clients for review and for comment. And then once signed off, we have the wireframes ready to go ahead and start designing. As you can tell, it is super easy to get started wireframing, and there are so many benefits. What tool do you use to wireframe your designs? Have you had success with wireframing? Let us know in the comments below. Whilst you're there, why not give us a like, subscribe, hit that bell notification icon, and hey, if we don't see you in the comments, let's see you in the next episode.